So, this is part 2 of my self-defense for cyclists video. Part 3 will be the physical demonstration. Part 1 was about the mindset you need to have to be thinking about these situations, because they may happen, they probably will happen at some stage in your life. Are you ready for it? Be smart, don't get hurt, mostly. I want to talk about weapons now. If you study martial arts, everything is a weapon. What makes me laugh about the UK rules on weapons is they're so stupid. You can have a guy with a gun living in the United States or in Canada or Switzerland, never commit a crime in his life, but have, like I say, a shed full of guns. You can have someone who possesses no guns and they can be an absolute mass murderer. You know, anything can be used as a weapon. I've got to look. This here, this is a pen. There was a time when I used to go out drinking on a Friday and Saturday night into the city of Nottingham. I'd carry a metal pen with me. This is a plastic one, but I carry a metal fancy pen. Yeah. The reason I carried that pen was not to write down girls' phone numbers. I already had a mobile phone. That was a self-defense weapon. I was prepared that if someone got their arm around my neck, or someone was punching and trying to hit me, or someone was threatening me with a bottle or who knows what, I had that pen in my pocket I could pull out at a moment's notice, and this thing is deadly. This thing you can use to hit pressure points, jabbing people's soft parts, but ultimately you can kill someone with this. So this is what we need to be thinking about. What items do you have at your disposal as a cyclist that you can use to defend yourself? Walk away from that situation alive, if not, completely unharmed. So, a lot of people, when they're in these situations, from what I've seen on the internet, and from what I've heard from people who, I've heard in passing talk about defending themselves whilst on a bike, is, I'd use my chain. My chain here, look, chain and padlock. Or in my situation, I carry this thing, big ass steel ABUS lock. Pretty heavy duty. Am I recommending that you hit someone with that? Well, no, I'm not. And there's a lot of good reasons for it too. Firstly, people will be expecting you to use your chain. They'll be expecting you to use your chain because you're a cyclist. I've seen videos where people are using a D-lock to try and hit somebody with a D-lock. Problem with that is, unless you're pretty strong, a big club like this, when you swing it, it's got a lot of kinetic energy, and it's very hard to control, especially with a chain. Those things will swing around and hit you if you miss. And if someone gets under your swing, it's useless. Absolutely useless. It's a very long range, in a way, it's a very long range weapon. But most importantly, if you do manage to hit somebody with it, you could kill somebody. And then you're going to end up in prison for some prat who cut you up in traffic and decided to get out their car and have a confrontation with you. Okay, so they get out their car, they have a confrontation with you, they take a swing at you, you hit them with a bite lock in the head and you kill them. Not very smart. So, personally, I would not recommend you use anything like a bite lock to hit somebody. I will show you how in the 3rd episode of this video series, if you like, on how to use that bite lock effectively if you must use one, but I would certainly recommend that you don't. What's better is this. This is a carbon fibre bike pump. Yeah, looks pretty innocuous. To me, it looks a bit like a lady's eyeliner. Oh, I'll just, do my eyebrows here. Mascara. That's what it looks like to me. Most of us have one of these things. A little bicycle pump. I do. You should probably, if you do any level of cycling. This is a much more effective weapon. Hold this in your hand. I'm going to hold it in my right hand. Palm it. So when any impact comes down on the top, it comes into your palm, stops dead. And use this to jab your opponent. You can jab them any way you like. You can strike them in the throat, in the Adam's apple. You can strike them in the ribs. You can strike them in the groin. You can strike them in the eyes. Strike them in the head. This magnifies your striking capability. It increases your reach by a small amount, but this is like a stiletto heel. You know, someone jumping on you with steel toe cap boots is probably very painful, but I'd much rather have that than a woman stamp on me with a stiletto heel. And this is the same principle. This is focusing all the energy of your strike into a small surface area. This will not necessarily kill somebody, but it will hurt like hell. And if you hit a pressure point, they will drop like a sack of potatoes. Again, I will show you how to use this more effectively in video number 3. But this is a much better weapon than your bite lock. This will not kill somebody, not necessarily, but it's very effective. Yes, you have to get closer to use it, but that's actually an advantage with a bigger opponent. You don't want to be away from a bigger opponent, because a bigger opponent has got a big swing, and if they connect with you with their big swing, you're going down. If you get in close, come up from underneath, and jab with something like this, they will leave you alone if you get some good strikes in. Like I say, I'll show you how to use it later, but a much better weapon. But without a doubt, the best weapon that you can go out and buy yourself as a cyclist, unless you already have one, which I'm sure you do, the very best, most effective UK legal self-defense weapon you can carry is this. You know what that is? It's a torch. This is a little torch I bought off Amazon. I've got 2 of these on my bike. I replaced my cat's eye lights with them. 1 button press on the back, steel or aluminium, I think it is. It's got a, well, it's a good point actually. I have no idea what they are. Steel or probably steel. It's fairly heavy. Little focusing thing there. Little serrations on the top. Great for striking if you want to use it for striking. Hammer fist people, you know, like that. That will hurt. But the key why this is so good and so UK legal and so effective is anybody starts any trouble with you, you grab hold of this and you do that. Did you notice there you went temporarily blind? Now you can imagine, okay, the situation. Someone gets out their car. How long does that take? 5 seconds? 3 seconds? I guarantee you can grab hold of this off the top of your handlebars in less time than they can get out of their car. I can guarantee you can have it in your left hand or your right hand, pointing at them with that powerful LED focused right at their face. The moment they approach you, the moment they come to try and hit you, blind them. And then it's up to you what you do. You can either run away. This will blind you for a good minute. I've done it to myself, and I literally can't see for a minute. They can even try and run and grapple you, but if you're smart, you can get out of the way in time, and they're still blind. So again, it's up to you what you do. You can either take advantage of their blindness and beat the crap out of them with something heavy, with a hammer blow or with, you know, kicks. You can go on the offensive once they're blind, or you can just get the hell out of there. Those are the kind of tools you need to be thinking about using. You need to be aware of your surroundings. Don't let people come up behind you. Be thinking about how many people there are in the vehicle. But this is a great tool. If you don't have one already, go out and get yourself one. Best review you're going to get today. Small, cheap, Chinese-made torch. Unless your opponent's wearing a welding mask, like I was in one of my previous videos. This thing will totally do for them. Totally incapacitate them and make you safe, and that's the main thing. Okay, so I look forward to doing the 3rd video where I can demonstrate some of these techniques. But please, be safe. Keep aware of your surroundings. Try to de-escalate situations if you can. That's the most important thing. But if you can't, if you're like me, and you've got a big mouth, and you've got this desire for justice, this desire to educate people in the error of their ways, Remember, some people will not take kindly to that. Please, as I say, stay safe, and look forward to seeing you in the next video. Got any questions, pop it in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching. Goodbye.